I'm here with Honeygrove four-star running back Ryelan Morris. It's signing day, and man, Ryelan, how excited are you to sign with Baylor officially?
Man, I'm super excited just to get this done. I'm super excited to get there this January, and I'm just ready to start the next chapter of my life.
So I kind of like going back in time a little bit with commits because obviously I follow this for months and really over a year in your case. I mean, it's been a long time that you've been recruited by Baylor. So you committed back in what, July of 2024 after VIB day?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you remember about your initial commitment to Baylor and just kind of that time period in your recruitment?
Really, I just remember Coach Hall. Baylor felt like the most place that felt like home, to be honest, and everybody on the staff there, I felt like I had a bond with. And after VIB day, I could kind of feel like we had just got a bunch of commits. I could kind of feel like the trend that was going to happen in the next couple of years, and I just want to be a part of that.
So I guess I can ask about Keenan Hall right now, even though I'm sure we're going to talk about him a little bit more. But he was your first offer when he was at SMU. Then he was the first offer when he got to Baylor. What's he kind of meant to you throughout this process, and how big of a part of your recruitment was he?
He's been a lot, just because he's been one of the realest coaches I've come across. Um, there's only about two people that I would say have been as straight up and honest and as loyal as he has. I mean, he's put all his trust in me, so I feel like without him, my recruiting process or wherever I ended up would be a lot different. And I just thank him for it, and I appreciate. Uh, all the trust and the faith that he's had in me, and him actually taking the time to build our relationship more and get to know me.
So then, about 10 months after you were committed to Baylor, you decided in the summer to back off your commitment. You ultimately switched to Stanford. I believe it was same day, right? I think you decommitted, switched to Stanford. What made you think that you need to look kind of elsewhere outside of Baylor at that time?
I would say really, I had just as good as a relationship with the Stanford coach, so I felt like I owed it to him to go up there, and kind of feel it out and just give him the chance to say some final words that because Stanford so far I haven't really got the chance to go out there much, so when I went out there, they did a really good job of selling it. They did a really good job of making me feel like I could belong in that place, and I would definitely say if it wasn't Coach Hall, I would have the best relationship with Coach Agnew, the running backs coach at Stanford. But really overall, just thinking about the future, and really I was kind of thinking about like setting my kids up for life and things like that. But uh, I ultimately came to the conclusion like I'm going to succeed wherever I go. So why not be where I have the best relationship, where I'm closer with my family, where I can still do all the things that I dreamed of, because me as a person, I believe like I'm gonna succeed, and I'm gonna take whatever I do, and I'm gonna make it work. So, you know, just kind of having faith in myself, trusting in God, uh, sitting down and talking with my family, it all just kind of came to the conclusion that Baylor was the best for me, and um, definitely credit to the guys at Stanford because, um, it was a tough choice, but ultimately, you know, I felt like I should be at Baylor.
Right, and you made that flip in October, which I have to be honest, it's not like it came completely out of nowhere, but it was kind of out of nowhere. I know you visited for a game, and then it was pretty shortly after that you flipped your commitment. Um, when you visited for that game, I think it was the K-State game, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What was there something? Was there something about that game? Was there something about that visit that also kind of went into, okay, yeah, this is where I need to be?
When you're around something for so long, you kind of start to lose appreciation for it. And I was committed to Baylor for 10 months before I flipped to Stanford, so seeing something new definitely, kind of had more value. So when I flipped to Stanford, I was off of high of emotions, and just going back to Baylor and seeing them get that win and feeling like the atmosphere and how close I was with the coaching staff, even after all that time, it really meant something to me, and it really showed me that Baylor's is a place that I really want to be.
So, Baylor's struggled this year and they've had, their ups and downs for sure. Did this season at all make you look elsewhere again? Did it make you kind of look around and go, is this my best option at all or anything like that?
Honestly, no, because you can really see like the talent that we have, the players, the scheme that we have. It all comes together. We all are. We just need to make it all come together because overall we're losing the turnover battle, you know. And I feel like a lot of those games we had in our hands, but a lot of the turnovers really just screwed us over in the end. But I feel like talking to the young guys, being around the commits and stuff like that, I feel like all that stuff comes with discipline, and I feel like in the future we're gonna make it click, and you know, and and it just sucks that with the talent that we had, that we didn't make something more of it. But I don't think it made me look anywhere else, because I really saw like the behind the scenes and the coaching staff and the players, and I really feel like we should have had a better season overall.
So after this, or I guess it wasn't after the season, but before the Arizona game, it was announced that Dave Aranda would be back for next year. Um, was that a positive for you? Was that something that you were really hoping to see and something that stood out to you when you heard that?
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, that made my commitment even sweeter because I have a really close relationship with Coach Aranda, and I kind of understand him as a person, and he understands me, and we have a good relationship.
Okay, so you feel like that relationship is something that you can continue to build on along with Keenan Hall. Are there any other relationships with the staff that you have, grown or that you really value?
Yeah, I mean, Coach, GM Aaron Hunt,
Mhm.
uh, Coach Appleberry. I'm close with a lot of the recruiting staff. Yeah, I'm close with like really majority of the staff. Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. So I gotta say these numbers because they're just insane, dude. So 100 rushing touchdowns, 15 passing touchdowns, 9 receiving touchdowns, 8,000 total yards of offense, more than 8,000 total yards of offense. I mean, dude, yes, everyone goes into high school thinking they're gonna have this great career or putting up these kind of numbers, but man, you really did it. What is this? What was your high school career like to just go in and put up these kind of numbers over a 4-year career?
Wow. I mean, honestly, I kind of had a chip on my shoulder coming in just because I wanted to prove myself. I had got an offer by Coach Hall in the 8th grade, and there's a lot of questions of how good I was gonna be and if I was gonna make it or if it was just a fluke or things like that. And I definitely say I put in the work. Um, I feel like put in the work gives you that confidence to go out there and know that nobody can play with you. Nobody can even should be on the same field as you know what I mean? So it's like just knowing that I had confidence in my skills and I had confidence in my teammates, because we were all in the trenches together and we all went through the same off season. We worked as hard as we could, and just going out there and having the confidence of the work and seeing it play out and the evidence really really means a lot to me just because there's a lot of people who can't say the same. There's a lot of people who work as hard as they can, but still don't have the skills to back it up. So I'm definitely blessed, and I'm definitely grateful for the career that I've had.
Dude, and you match those numbers with the fact that you're a consensus 4-star guy. You got offers from a lot of different schools. You got a lot of offers early on in your recruitment as well. When you look back at this recruiting process, what were your kind of takeaways from it? Was it really difficult? Was it something that you would want to do again? Was it an easy process? What kind of is your takeaway from that?
Man, I would definitely say I would never do the recruit. Uh, but it was fun, while it happened. But just making all those decisions, it really takes a toll on you, and all the questions and really all the hype like that you get like around school and things like that. I would never do it again. I'm not gonna lie, but I definitely appreciate it, and honestly, if you have the chance to go through it, I would say make your decision as soon as possible, and then sit down somewhere. But that's just my advice.
So I know Baylor's been recruiting you, I guess, as an athlete, I guess, as a running back, I guess, as a receiver. It's kind of been a bit of a guessing game. Where do you feel like you're going to start off at Baylor? Where do you think they're going to line you up at initially?
Of course, I'll be in the running back room,
Hmm.
for sure. But I feel like I'll also be able to make an impact on special teams, returning punts and kicks. Kind of getting out in the motion. I can kind of motion out to receiver, getting space, things like that.
I don't feel like there's really a comparable player to you on the roster, like someone that they utilize in that way. But when you look at the offense, do you feel like that's an area that, hey, I could definitely make a pretty early impact in this kind of role?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I would say, um, how they use Kobe
Hmm.
sweeps and stuff. I would say I'm definitely looking forward to stuff like that. Being able to bring a new style to the running back room, and being able to motion out and to receiver and be able to catch balls and run routes and things like that. I'm definitely looking forward to just bringing that new element that we're kind of missing in the running back room, and bringing another body because we're pretty banged up in there, and things like that.
So I know you got this, you train with C4, and there's a little bit of a C4 to Baylor connection going on right now with you, and then Caden Knighton, of course, who is a freshman for Baylor. What's he kind of meant to you during this process and developing you? Because I know you still train with him now. I mean, I'm seeing on Instagram you're training with him now. What has he meant to you?
Oh, he's been everything. If it wasn't for him, I don't think I would even be close to anywhere that I am right now. Definitely seeing the evidence of his work and his preparation that he's had for me, and his mindset that he's instilled in me. It's just amazing to have a role model like that. Just to have somebody to push you like that, but to also be your friend and guide you and lead you in the ways that you want to be led. I would definitely say without him, I feel like there's a lot of guys who wouldn't have the opportunities in the small towns near Oklahoma or East Texas, and things like that. He's a great guy. Definitely looks out for the best, or he has my best interest in mind whenever he's talking about anything. I feel like I definitely owe it all to him. And yeah,
And Ryelan, I don't know that I've asked you this, but are you going to enroll early to Baylor?
yes, sir.
Okay, so you'll be in Waco in January, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's great, man. What are you looking forward to the most? Is there something that you're like, man, this is the one thing that I'm just so excited about beyond any of the other things?
No, sir. I feel really just jumping into it, being a part of the team, getting to work, build relationships with the teammates, just to have that experience, just because it's going to be a lot different from where I came from. They're going to be a lot more like me, and they're going to, you know, understand some of the same things that we go through, and just to build that relationship with my teammates.
Okay, are you and your family doing anything tonight to celebrate?
We might have a little after party. I'm not too sure.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much, Rylan. And again, congrats on signing with Baylor officially, man. Exciting times.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.